Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for what I believe is episode 51 and the final episode before Ashes II Ashes. So you best believe we're going to be confirming and booking a ton of matches in today's show and the next show within the same episode. But first of all, just a quick reminder, I'm sure some of you let me know in the last episode, I am kind of recording ahead of time. But we did already have a match confirmed for Ashes to Ashes, and that was Saraya Knight Jr. taking on May Serra for the London Siren Championship. Of course, May Serra, our inaugural champion, looking to defend against SKJ, who did challenge for the Queen's title a while ago, but unfortunately got injured, so couldn't really, get back involved in that. But she staked her claim for the London Siren title instead. So yeah, that match is happening at Ashes to Ashes, just so you all know. But let's continue with the pre-show of this first episode. And in the pre-show, we've got Gia Brookside and Zoe Lucas. We're still continuing with, that mid-card of our women's division, just seeing what they can do. I do think that down the line, we're probably going to need to bring in some new women. We do have Lyra Valkyria coming in, aka Valkyrie. So that's good. I think there's a couple other names that I've put bids in for, but I can't remember. So yeah, you'll just have to watch this space and see as and when they appear, I guess. But yeah, in this match, Zoe Lucas gets the win. She seems to be the one that I kind of want to push the most, mostly because she is an LLW original, been here since day one. Her boyfriend, husband, whatever, ended up in jail, I think it was Mike Bird. I might be completely wrong there. No, she wasn't the Mike Bird. Someone else dated Mike Bird. I can't remember. She was... I can see his face. He's got like a mohawk, but he kind of lets it hang. Him. Yeah, you know who I'm on about. We had him briefly. He was terrible. We sacked him off. She wasn't happy, but it's fine. I paid her off. But yeah, she gets the win here in just over 17 minutes with the Lucas landslide. 41 from Zoe Lucas, 43 from Zoe Lucas, a 41 from Gia Brookside. Fairly okay match. It's kind of what we expect from our women's mid-card. We also have the debut. I wanted to debut in the pre-show, just in case he was complete dog shit, of A-Kid, formerly known as Axiom in NXT. I think at the time of recording, he's NXT Tag Team Champion with Nathan Fraser, I think. But yeah, we've taken that mask off because, let's be honest, he's a pretty guy. And he is here debuting in the pre-show as his original pre-NXT name, A-Kid. As he defeats Connor Mills in 16 minutes with the golden ratio. A-Kid with a 70, which is amazing to see. Get in. He's going to be good fun. Connor Mills with a 58, still finding his feet after we poached him from Progress. And he's got the underdog gimmick because I feel like it kind of works. He's a little guy, he's quick, little Spaniard. And it came across as great, so we can just take a look at that. So it's an underdog gimmick, clearly. A small boost of psychology, which is always good because psychology, 9 times out of 10, is what bites most matches in the arse. Like, you can have 2 top star performers, but if their psychology is doggy, then you're never getting a 5-star match. But yeah, really good match here. Well done, A-Kid, and welcome. Let's move straight on to the main show as we kick off with some tag team action between Lycos Gym and Sunshine Machine. And in a decent opening match, 73, Lycos Gym get the win when Lycos submits Chuck Mambo with the Blood Moon. Lycos Jr. with a 67, Lycos with a 75, and Chuck and TK sharing a 58 score. Got some really good tag team bonuses in this one, which is awesome because they are 2 really great tag teams. Been together for a while. Maybe not as long as I imagined, but long enough. Either way, good win from Syndicate's Lycos Gym. The Syndicate have kind of been hard done by recently. I think in the last episode they did fall to New Blood, so it's nice for them to get a bounce back win in this one. And speaking of New Blood, Lycos Gym call out New Blood at Ashes II Ashes. They challenge the 2 other members, so of course not Madoka Kakuta. They challenge Ishin and Diamante, who accept by attacking the two men. And hint at heel turn. I thought I already did this. Let's just do it now. Yeah, who cares? There's complete disaster. Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a shame. Who cares? They're heels now. It's fine. But yeah, so we are going to get New Blood taking on Lycos Gym at Ashes II Ashes, and of course Madoka Kakuta and Ricky Knight Jr. is confirmed. So you know, maybe it's Lycos Gym trying to do a solid for Ricky Knight Jr. to ensure that the other members of New Blood do not get involved. But yeah, carrying on from this though, we have got Charlie Evans's qualifying match, you could say, although it is a number one contenders bout. Whoever wins this goes on to Ashes to face Rina Yamashita, one of our most dominant champions in recent history. And of course, Charlie Evans, good old Chevans, gets the win. So in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Aisha Ray, who seems to be the kind of litmus test, you know, she's a multiple time queen of the Lariat League. If you can beat her, you kind of earn your opportunity. And again, Charlie gets this win with a 75. Aisha Ray's gimmick is getting stale. Let me make a note of that. Aisha Ray gimmick. Cool. I will change that in between just so, you know, it gets a little bit fresher. But a 72 rating from our women's match. Really good. This is what I mean about the upper mid-card main event women compared to that mid-card in the pre-show. There's just a huge gap. But yeah, great win for Charlie Evans, which means she is confirmed. She will be facing Rina Yamashita at Ashes to Ashes for the LLW Queen's Championship. And I'm hoping this is going to be a show stealer, or one of the many show stealers we hope to have at Ashes to Ashes. Following on from this, we head backstage where Tyler Bate kind of just says that whatever's happening with the PWA Heritage title at Ashes to Ashes, he wants in. You know, he thinks he's deserving. You know, he's one of the locker room leaders, according to him. And William Regal says, you know what, Tyler, you're in. But confirmation of what is happening with that title will be announced next week. And when I say next week, I mean next week in game. So we'll find out in about 15 minutes or so. So don't worry. But yeah, there will be a huge match set for Ashes to Ashes for that PWA Heritage title, where we will crown our inaugural LLW PWA champion, because of course there is a long lineage of champions already. After this though, William Ospreay and Will Ospreay is in the ring, and he reflects on the match that they had a couple of weeks ago with Joanna Hawaii, Drew Galloway, and Will reckons that one-on-one, one, he's got a better chance of winning. Two, he reckons that Drew Galloway, Will Ospreay is match of the year level, and says that it will be a disservice if Drew Galloway does not accept this. Galloway comes out and says, I'll never say no to a challenge. You're on. So it is agreed that we will have Will Ospreay taking on our LLW King, Drew Galloway, in the main event of Ashes to Ashes for the King's Championship. And Drew's got a new catchphrase. Let me know in the comment section what you think his catchphrase is. Ospreay didn't do very well improvising. His promos aren't the best in TEW, which annoys me because, actually, to be fair, they're not very good in real life, let's be honest. They're not. Don't come at me with that. They're terrible. And that's coming from a fellow Englishman, you know. I say bruv now and then. It's not good. Either way, let's move on, and we have got some tag team action before our main event. Remember last week we had Pac say that next week will be an open challenge, and he hopes to see Ashton Smith in the ring. So will Ashton Smith appear in the main event? We will have to wait and see. But first of all, we've got a nice little tag team match. And it is between Akira Tozawa and Taishi Ozawa, which I'm thinking of naming Tozawa and Ozawa, against Trivet or Spike Trivet and Charlie Sterling. And in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, it is the team of Tozawa and Ozawa defeating Trivet and Sterling in 22 minutes when Tozawa pins Charlie Sterling with a big deadlift German suplex. Tozawa with a 75, Ozawa with a 62, Sterling with a 70, and Spike with a 63. So brand new tag team here. I quite like the look of them. We might have to run with them. But yeah, huge win here in the final match before our main event. And again, a 73. We've been killing it with these match ratings in this show. But it is main event time. Pac is in the ring and he is calling for one man and one man only. The man who he's kind of been teasing these last few weeks. Ashton Smith, our former King of the Lariat League. Will Ashton answer? Of course he bloody does. I don't know why my button didn't click then when I was pausing. But in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, it is of course Pac who gets the win. He defeats Ashton Smith by 1-0 in a London's Own match for, of course, the London's Own title, making it defense number 8 for Pac's London's Own title. So, you know, Pac, of course, post-match has got the biggest grin on his face. He is so happy. He's pointing and laughing at Ashton Smith. He's just saying, you just can't get it done. You can't beat me. I'm better than you. And Ashton Smith in the ring is just distraught. He's upset. Over on commentary, you've got Alex Kozlov really going into him, just being like, Ashton Smith just isn't the guy that we saw when he was the King's Champion. He has fallen off. He is just, you know, he shouldn't be near any titles right now because it's just loss after loss of this guy, you know, blah, 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 blah. He's basically shitting on Ashton Smith. And Ashton, you know, it's not the biggest arena. He knows what's being said. He can hear it. And you know what? He just loses his temper. Ashton just loses his cool and attacks Kozlov on commentary as he makes his way up to the ramp. Just decides, fuck it, and just starts beating the crap out of Alex Kozlov, which, of course, means Ashton's a bad boy. And this one was a success. So Ashton Smith has officially turned heel. He's lost it. He's lost his cool. You know, he's tired of being, you know, the face of LLW. He's tired of being the good guy, you know, because good guys, as you can see here against Pac, finish last. So Ashton Smith completely losing his cool. Security have had to come out, pull him off of Kozlov. Kozlov, who is, of course, a former wrestler, but definitely hasn't been in the ring in a long time, taking one hell of a beat down as Smith is kind of cheered and booed out of the arena. Pac, though, still just watching on, like loving every second of this as we do end the show. And a 79 overall. That is baller. I will take that. I mean, I'll take that every week until obviously we get to 79 pop. But yeah, really good show here. We got a few confirmation of matches. Obviously, Lycos Gym have challenged New Blood, so they will be facing each other. We've got Charlie Evans taking on Rina Yamashita, so that should be some good stuff too. Osprey and Drew Galloway as our main event. Big main event. Very much looking forward to that. And will there be a Pac Open challenge at Ashes to Ashes? We'll have to wait and see. And of course, there is the SKJ May Sarah as well confirmed. But yeah, that is it for the first one. Let me go ahead and book the second one and fix Aisha Ray's gimmick. And I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, and here we are for our week 4 show, our final show ahead of Ashes to Ashes. And I think I might be remembering this correctly. I think Ashes to Ashes is in the first week of June, I think. So at the end of this thing, I'm not going to say goodbye, but if it's not, we'll pop back and I'll say bye. Don't worry, guys. I won't just leave you hanging. But we are here in the pre-show. And we are at the West Point Arena. It's always good to just note that we've got 6,450 people here in the audience, which is awesome. Really good numbers. But yeah, we are here in the pre-show. We've got Debbie Keitel and Sapphire Reed, and a pretty good match, to be fair. Sapphire Reed is definitely one of those wrestlers who is on the cusp of being in that upper mid main event scene. She's, of course, had title opportunities in the past. She's had some really big wins in the past. So yeah, I've got a lot of faith in her. To just continue improving as the weeks and months go on. Debbie Keitel, again, she's kind of just here, if I'm being honest. But as you can expect, Sapphire Reed does come out with the win by pinfall. A 60 from Sapphire, a 50 from Debbie. Moving on, we've got some tag team action in the pre-show, and it is the team of Brooks and Parker as they defeat the KO squad, the knockout squad of Anthony Ogogo and Levi Muir. Drew Parker getting the win with the flying foot stomp. Brooks putting in one hell of a performance of an 80. And Anthony Ogogo next up with a 63, a 62 from Drew Parker, and a 56 from Levi Muir. Yeah, really good opening, or not opening match, really good pre-show match. Hopefully our opening match will deliver. It's a risky one. But we will have to wait and see what that is. I say that, it's coming up next. But yeah, really good showing here from Chris Brooks, someone I feel like I need to utilise a little bit more. But we open the show with a champions showcase, I don't know. Our two female champions, we have got our Queen and our London Siren champion here, Mai Sarai and Rina Yamashita, teaming up. Because, you know, they both wanted a match. They wanted to kind of stretch their legs before Ashes to Ashes as they faced a team of LA Taylor and Danny Luna. And a really good performance here, a 73 overall, definitely carried by Rina and Mai Sarai. With Rina with a 79, Mai Sarai with a 70, and then Danny Luna with a 53, and LA Taylor with a 43. But 73 overall, Rina gets the win with the Splash Mountain, which we've seen her win many matches with. And yeah, I think it's good to put these bigger stars, you could say, or better performers in the ring with people like this, because, you know, they get the rub from the segment rating and things like that. Even though they did lose, they still get some form of, you know, rub. I don't know. But post-match, the two women celebrate with their titles. Of course, didn't do very well because, you know, English isn't their first language, and also probably should have put a script on them. But they celebrate together post-match, both holding their belts up in the air. Will they both be champions by the end of Ashes to Ashes next week? We will have to wait and see to find out. Let me know in the comments if you think both these women are retaining. Following on from this, we've got some tag team action, and there's an interesting stipulation behind this one, because the winning tag team will go into whatever match it is William Regal has confirmed for the PWA Heritage title. And our main event tonight is also a qualifying match. And you know what? Fuck it, because it's not concrete. The other match, all of the matches from now on are qualifying matches. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. We're doing it. So the first one is the team of Der Catch Kings taking on Destination Everywhere, and a really good result here. Bobby Guns with a 90. Oh my god. In a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Der Catch Kings get the win when Bobby Guns pins Connor Mills with the Marlborough Plex, meaning that Bobby Guns and Axeman Tisha are in the PWA Heritage match alongside Tyler Bates. So that's 3 entrants confirmed. How many are there going to be? Well, we don't actually have to wait long, because William Regal comes out to confirm the place of Bobby Guns and Axeman Tisha alongside Tyler Bates, and says that there will be an 8-man scramble match for the PWA Championship. So we have already got 3 members confirmed. William Regal can also confirm that Akira Tozawa will feature in that match alongside PWA original Caveman Ugg. And the final places will be decided between El Hijo del Fantasma and Colby Carino, and Callum Newman and Shun Skywalker later tonight. And the final 8th spot, well, that's a surprise. So you will have to check out the next episode to see who that final 8th spot is. So I will confirm all the entrants apart from the 8th one at the end of this show. Don't worry, you don't have to try and remember them all. But let's find out who qualifies next between Colby Carino and El Hijo del Fantasma. And in another really, really good match, superb wrestling and a great reaction from the crowd, it is El Hijo del Fantasma that gets the win in 23 minutes with the bridging German suplex. An 81 from Fantasma and an 81 from Colby Carino. Excellent performances all around. Unfortunately, Colby falls short. El Hijo del Fantasma has qualified for the Heritage match. And let me just make a note. Originally, I was going to put Dan Maloney in, but I figured, why not? Let's make them more qualifying matches. Following on from this, though, we have a sit-down interview, just to break the night up a little bit, with Drew Galloway, where he talks about, you know, his career, you know, from the heights of, you know, WWE, all of that shit, you know, going independent and then coming back to WWE, having an awesome run there, and then, you know, going independent again. He says that he feels like he's landed on his feet in LLW, and he's proud to be the king of this company. He's proud to help elevate LLW to new heights. Of course, Drew Galloway came in as we were approaching medium. We're now medium. He likes to think he's played a big part in that, which I think he has as well. And then he discusses Will Ospreay, saying that Will Ospreay is another member of this roster that is going to elevate LLW to new heights alongside numerous other people. And he's very confident here. He talks about Will Ospreay's match, or the match with Will Ospreay coming up. And he's very confident that he's going to come out victorious again. And he just starts listing off people that he wants to defend the title against. So he says Pac, even though he's a London Zone champion, would love to go one-on-one with that guy. He was like, Ashton Smith is always welcome to challenge again, especially with the new attitude we saw last week. It'd be interesting to see how he fights. He said any member of the syndicate he thinks are deserving of stepping up. He also notes El Hijo del Fantasma, Chaz Betts, Madoka Kakuta, he said, is a secret weapon. And yeah, he just starts reeling off all these people on our roster that are amazing. And me talking right now has made me realise how awesome of a roster I've built. And that's not me, like, you know, sucking my own dick or anything. I just think that we've done a really good job of building a roster that I genuinely enjoy booking. So I'm going to pat myself on the back. But it is main event time. Drew's finished talking. He's pissed off. It is Callum Newman taking on Shun Skywalker for that, you could say, final spot in the 8-man PWA Heritage Scramble. My click doesn't work. There we go. And in another really good match, a 77 that had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, it is Shun Skywalker that gets the win in just under 25 minutes with the Skywalker moonsault. But it wasn't the cleanest of victories, because as we can see, Madoka Kakuta ran down to distract Callum Newman, knocking him off the top rope, allowing Shun Skywalker to take advantage and get the win. So, Shun Skywalker has qualified for the PWA Heritage match. Callum Newman, unfortunately, has not. But what does this mean? Why did Madoka Kakuta get involved? 84 round, all round for everyone. Love that. 77. Probably did go a little bit too long with the all-out pace, but who cares? Got the crowd buzzing. And post-match, Madoka Kakuta and New Blood enter the ring, handing Shun Skywalker a New Blood shirt, which only confirms one thing. Shun Skywalker is the newest member of New Blood. Now this is a dangerous team. And also, how we end the show. So let's finish the show now and see how we did. A 78, awesome. I'm so happy with that. I will take that. Love that. So just to quickly confirm the 8-man scramble. So we have Tyler Bate, Bobby Guns, Axeman Tisha, recently qualified Shun Skywalker, El Hijo del Fantasma, and Tozawa, and Caveman Ugg. I'm trying to remember now off the top of my head. And then the final spot, so that's 7 names. The 8th name is a surprise entrant. And we'll leave it at that. I think, I'm pretty certain that Ashes to Ashes is the first week of June. So I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to get to the end of the month so we can look at finances, popularity, things like that. We'll reconfirm the Ashes to Ashes card, and then we'll end this episode. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, I was right. Of course I was. I'm the one that set the bloody schedule. We are here Monday, week 1 of June, and of course it is Ashes to Ashes tonight, but you guys are going to have to wait 1 week for that. I was just kind of looking around, you know, I've got a few emails I want to show you guys, but first of all, we made 125k. That's in a month with no pay-per-view, so I think that's pretty good, based on, you know, what we're doing, and the fact that our broadcasting is still just YouTube. I mean, let's see, is there anyone interested? Are these all will negotiate? So all of these guys will negotiate, you know, Tiny. I mean, Eurosport could be useful. I remember someone in the comment section said it's worth doing. Should we do it for Lariat League in London? New deal. Let's do a 6-month deal. Unlimited. What can we get? They don't want to do that. Wait, do they? Would not. LLW would not. I can't tell. Oh, happy. Okay, so they're happy. They're not keen. They're not happy with prime time. Prime time would be best. But then, yeah, it's AEW. that competes. Late evening. Late evening. Can we get late evening? 10% to company. No. So, aren't happy the pros revenue split. 35 to company. Purpose of deal would be, normal shows only. Should we propose that? It's been agreed. Cool. We'll do 6 months on Eurosport for our TV. Actually, let's do it for our events as well, because why not? Because we need to up our popularity in just the whole of the British Isles and Europe. So yeah, let's do another 6 month deal. This is just for events. See if we can do the exact same thing again. Just go until they say no way. 35%, cool. Unlimited 6 months, propose. So we have to pay 25k per show, which sucks, but hey ho. Cool, so there's that. We've got Eurosport now, and of course we'll still show on YouTube, so I don't know whether that will affect anything, but who knows. But yeah, we've also got a lot of people, running out their contracts around the same time, because of course we hired them all the same time. I've only really been doing 1 year deals for everyone. So there's a couple of names here that we're obviously going to want to sign on. So I think it's best to get their contract sorted before we get to that final month. Because if we get to that final month, and they're in a really good position, they're super over. Like for example, Will Ospreay, if New Japan come in, we've lost Ospreay. Simple as that. I'm not going to do it just yet because obviously Ospreay's currently in a storyline. Because if we put a thing in now, New Japan come in, then we've lost another person. So I'll probably wait until around the 3 month mark when we start looking at these. But yeah. So yeah, we made 124k. We're currently ranked 12th in the world now. We've got 69. Nice popularity. Let's do just tracking that progress. Gone up by 1. We go up by 1 in most places now, which is good. We just need these other areas to jump up a little bit quicker. But that's fine. The things I wanted to show you is these 3. The reason why I've got Dragon Lee's here is because I just want to show you how much this boy is being paid. First of all, Logan Paul has left WWE. He is now a free agent, currently unemployed. He's got really good popularity in the UK. He's got pretty good, okay wrestling stats. Nothing too crazy, which is why I'm a bit hesitant, because I'm thinking LLW is definitely more performance than popularity. And then if we look at his match history, he's got some decent matches. Bronson Reed versus Logan Paul for the World Heavyweight. So Bronson Reed is now World Champion at WrestleMania. Whoa! And then RK Bro defeated Austin Theory and Ike Manjiro and Bobby Lashley and Logan Paul. Weird teams there. And then Gunther won the Battle Royale. Yeah, whatever. So he hasn't been in many matches this year. Let's look at 2025. Again, not many matches. Hardly gets used. But they're all in like the mid to high 70s. I know that doesn't really count for much. But actually, wait, hold on. Let's go back to match history. Let's just click on that. And we can see here, 69. Okay. If he's getting 69 in WWE, he's probably not getting much with us. So I'm probably just going to leave that. But I'll leave it up to you guys as well. If there's like a healthy amount of comments that are like, yeah, bring in Logan Paul, why not? We'll do it. If not, we'll leave him where he is. But then finally, we want to look at this boy, Dragon Lee, who has now signed for AAA. Let's look at how much this boy is making. 110,490 per month. I mean, what? That's crazy. Yeah, that's insane. Let's look at his match history. I mean, he puts on some really good matches. I mean, if we just look here, he gets an 89. Dragon Lee's really come out of, there's a load of talent in real life who's like, you can tell they're going to be a star, who are now stars in game. Like Ilya Dragunov is at the top of his game. Dragon Lee, there's a bunch that are like just superstars now. So it makes sense, but also that's ridiculous. I can't imagine spending that much at this point on anyone. But I just wanted to show you guys that. But let's just quickly finalize, as we do every month now, because I'm a cheeky boy. Let's look at who's got no money and see if we can buy them out and take their popularity. So Ring of Honor, we ignore these 3. New Texas Pro Wrestling, they've got money. We can still try and buy them out. Let's look at their size. Oh, okay. Do they have any popularity anywhere? No. So what are we doing that for? Melbourne City? Melbourne, do we want to take over another Australian company? Let's see. I mean, no. No, not at all. There are some of these that have money that we can still be like, yo, we want you. So I'm just going to keep looking just to see. Why do all of these places have zero? Are they just signing it? Yeah, they're signing people and not putting shows on. That's so weird. So there's no point looking at any of these that have. Here we go. They've got some shows. They've got OK Southeast, but not really anything else. Limitless. We might as well take a look. Size. Oh no, there's no point looking. I just noticed in the bottom corner. Prestige put matches on. They've been around for a while and they've got a really good roster. I mean, well, I say really good. It's decent. Who's the hell Bambi Hall? No idea who she is. But let's take a look at their size. Pretty good in the northwest of America. Do you think we can buy our Progress? Where's Progress? Have I gone past them? No, Progress. Should we just try it? Contact. Rejected. Okay, cool. Damn it. Because, you know, their size in some of these other areas would have been really good to just give us a little leg up. There's no other UK based ones, are there? ICW? Are they UK based? No. It's IPW or something. Is it North Wrestling? They're UK based. Should we try and take them over? No, damn it. Okay. Because they'd be good. Oh, actually, they wouldn't be that good at all. Don't worry. But either way, let's just jump back up. Sorry, I feel like I'm just killing time here for no reason. We are... am I blind? Oh, why can I not see us? Oh, because we have to do it by size. There we go. There we are. We are now above DDT, above AAA, you know, the big money ballers who have signed Dragon Lee. Above All Japan Pro Wrestling, which is where Zack Sabre Jr. is. Zack Sabre Jr., please come to us. He is on the short list, and he 1 year, 1 month, 1 week. So hopefully by the time a year comes by, we'll be a much bigger company with much more money, and we are bringing Zack Sabre Jr. in. TJPW, AAA, yeah, we're above all of them, which is awesome to see. We're closing the gap on Pro Wrestling Noah. I expect us to jump over them soon, I'm not going to lie. Same as Dragon Gate, Stardom. I think this is where, I mean, I don't know how Game Changer Wrestling is sitting so high. I think it's because they put on a lot of shows, and that probably helps them. And they've got pretty good money as well, you know, nearly 4 million. CMLL, at one point we could have bought them out, but we didn't. And then you've got the kind of the bigger boys up here, you know, New Japan, AEW, and WWE are kind of just killing it right now. You know, they're doing really, really well with their shows and everything. I mean, Randy Orton's their #1 guy, apparently. 84. Interesting. What's Cody Rhodes on? 82. What's Ilya? We mentioned Ilya earlier. 84. You know, they got some really good butchers up there as well, which is great to see, but also annoying because when it comes to signing him, it's going to cost a lot of money. Yeah, Zelina Vega. What's she doing up there? Whoa. Go on, Zelina. She's the Raw Women's Champion. Love that. Anyways, sorry. Let's just jump back to... let's not click on ourselves because there might be some recent news that spoil some signings. So, no. But yeah, let me confirm the Ashes to Ashes card now while we head back to... I'm scared to go to the office because it will say it at the bottom. So... let's just stay looking at the WWE logo because why not? So this will be the match order. So opening the show will actually be our Queen's Championship match. It will be Rina Yamashita, our Queen, taking on the challenger Charlie Evans, good old Chevans, who's been, I think, a fan favourite. I think it's comfortable to say, but Rina Yamashita is, you know, miles above everyone else in my opinion on our women's roster, so it will take one hell of a feat to overcome her. We will have the 8-man scramble. Of course, the members are Tyler Bate, Bobby Guns, Axeman, Tisha, Shun Skywalker, Caveman Ugg, El Hijo del Fantasma, Akira Tozawa, and a special entrant. We will then follow that with May Serra and her London Siren match against the challenger Soraya Knight Jr., which hopefully will be a really good match. We have then got New Blood taking on Lycos Gym after they challenged New Blood. This is a non-title match, so you can expect if Lycos Gym do get the win, then they will definitely be well in for a title opportunity. We then follow up with our Prince's title match. So this is kind of a co-main event in my eyes. Ricky Knight Jr., our Prince of the Lariat League, our LLW Prince, taking on the leader of New Blood, Madman Madoka Kakuta. And then the main event is the LLW Kings match. Drew Galloway taking on Will Ospreay. Now that's a pretty stacked card if you ask me. And I'm very much looking forward to, booking it and seeing what happens. But yeah, that's it for this one. Apologies for the longer ending, but it's good to explore this stuff. I feel like you guys enjoy this part. If you do, let me know. We'll do more of it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you all in the next one.